Hello, hello, everyone. So good to be here with each one of you guys. I am so amped for the conversation today, guys. I'm so excited about today's conversation. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why today is it's a celebration that is so close to my heart. But first of all, I just want to say welcome to Money Mindset Shift. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to share. Let me do the share. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking with Dara about how she transitioned from like a place of just literal overwhelm, like complete overwhelm, shut down, to peace, confidence, and literally living out dreams that she has had for years and years and years. I love you, Kelly. Kelly's like, Toyin, you always excited. Yes, I am always excited. Okay, so give me a second. I'm just going to share this and then we're going to dive in. So, because I do not want anybody to tell me, Toyin, you did not tell us you were going live. Okay? And okay, it's coming. We're coming. There we go. My dream. Oh my gosh. Ianu's joining us. Yes. Okay, here we go. Done it on one spot. Come on, phone. Cooperate with me. Here we go. All right. There we are. One more, y'all. One more. And then we're diving in. Here we go. And paste. All right. Okay, y'all. Let's get into it. So I wanted to introduce you guys. Hey, Jen. Hey, Taryn. Taryn, hi. So I want to introduce you guys to someone that I love so much. This is Dara, y'all. This is my actual sister. This is my only big sister. That's what I call her. She's my only big sister. She's actually my only older sibling, but she's also my only big sister. And I love her like you could not imagine. I love my sister. And why is she here? Because she just came through Money Mindset Shift. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, Dara, so why don't you introduce yourself to our folks? Just let them know who you are. And then like, I'm so excited to get into the meat of this thing. Like, guys, today is gonna blow your mind. And I see a ton of you guys are already on here. There's like 16 of you already so far. So say hello. Let me see who you are. All right. Okay.
All right. So hi, everyone. My name is Dara Ayola. I am many things.
Yeah.
I'm a mom. I'm a registered nurse. I am also the lead planner at Oruka Events, wedding and event planning company. We're based in Toronto, but we go international. And I've also started my business called Dara Consulting and House of Dara. So yes, we're many things, and I'm so excited to be here because it's about time.
It's about time. If you guys think I am crazy, just wait.
I'm so excited to be here today.
Yes. Okay. So Dara, I want us to talk about how this conversation got started for you. Like, what caused you to reach out in the beginning to say, Toyin, because you've seen me do this work for years and you've seen me transform. And as the reason I'm so excited about this is because Dara has like walked with us through our personal process. Like, we lived in her house when we didn't have a place to live. Just so that you understand, sometimes on the internet, some people want to say story that they made up. They'll be like, I used to struggle and they were like born in a millionaire household. Like, no, this is the woman whose house I lived in. Not just her. There's a couple of other people because we moved a bunch. Okay, So you saw us
Yeah.
go from squatting at your place for months. I
Yes.
love you. Thank you,
Months.
sister. Thank you, big sis. Thank you to Ade, your hubby.
Yes, yes.
Squatting with you to me
Abundance
transforming my mind
Oh, yeah.
to all of this.
Yes, to all of this, and we're so proud of you and so excited. And I think for me, seeing all of that, it's really amazing because you've seen it work. You've seen it work, and you know
Yes.
that it's whatever is happening, something is going on that you need to know and you need to be part of it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It would be kind of ridiculous to see, and I think this is something about life too, when you see people moving differently, moving up, doing great things, rather than being jealous, rather than being like, oh my gosh, but be like, so my girl,
Why don't you tell me what you
what's
are
up?
doing?
What's up? Let's have a little chat over here.
Exactly. And I just love that environment because it's this space, like in our family. I'm so blessed. We are so blessed, to have a family where it's like, oh, I see you.
Mhm.
I see you. Okay, let's have a conversation. Just share what are the goodies.
Yeah. So it's really amazing for me. I think it was just seeing that change, and I knew that there was something you were doing that was working, and
Yeah.
I knew I needed something like that. I didn't know exactly what it was. I knew I knew money mindset shift,
Mhm.
and I actually read your book last year, which even added fire on top of everything. You know what I mean? Like if you're roasting before now, you're definitely about to get fried up. You know what I mean? So and I'm like, you know what? I know I need this, but with money mindset shift, you don't let everyone in.
I don't. So
I had tried, I think the year before, 2018.
Yep.
And I was like, and we were like, we need this. And you were like telling us stuff. We're like, yes, 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 yes. But this wasn't the time.
Yeah.
And I think when I talked to you this last time, I think you really saw where I was.
Yeah.
And you really were like, okay,
You're ready. It's time.
Now. You
And
are at the point where it's ready. You're ready for that change.
yes. And guys, I really want y'all to just hear that, okay? Because when I tell you not everybody comes into money mindset, sometimes people run business.
Who does that?
People run business, and there's so many coaches out there that they just want clients. So anybody that comes, they're like, oh, this is exactly what you need. Oh, this is the exact time. Oh, and it's like, because they just are looking for clients, they're always like, come. Guys, do you understand what my sister, my only big sis, just said? We had a conversation about doing money mindset shift. And I told my own big sister, girl, you're not ready.
Yeah. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you have to just take it. And I guess it pushes you later on because
Yes.
you get to that point where you're like, okay, enough really is enough.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Enough is enough. Like, I cannot continue like this.
Yes.
So, and I think that is the place money mindset shift wants you.
Yes.
When you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired,
and ready.
Sick and tired.
When you're actually ready to change and transform your life. Like, guys, when you hear me say, it's not just, I'm not here for jokes. Y'all know I joke around a lot, right? And I have a lot of fun, but along with it, we are very serious about your transformation. We are very serious about, like, is this person going to completely, radically change everything about their mind, their life, their finances? Are they at that stage of development? Are they at that stage of fed upness? Are they at that stage of readiness, of commitment? And guys, it's I just want you to hear this, because it's real. We're not pretending. This isn't fake scarcity. This is, hey, big sis, you're not ready yet. And then we spoke this year, and I was like, okay. I was like, all right.
I was even shocked. I'm like, are you for real? Yeah. Oh.
She was like, okay, all right, I'll come in, I'll do this. Okay. So I love this. Kelly's like, hashtag fed upness.
Oh, girl.
So what did life look like? Like what did you look like before coming into Money Mindset Shift? Like, what did motivate you? What did you notice? What were some of the patterns that you saw in your mind, in your businesses, in your life that led you to say something needs to shift?
I was honestly at the end of the road. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people look from the outside and they see me, and, you know, they see they see us, right? And they're like, well, you know, they're good. You know, they have their house, you know, they have this and they have that. But sometimes there are things even bigger than that.
Yes.
Their goals even bigger than that.
Yeah.
And their destiny is even bigger than that. That you know that on this earth for.
Come on.
So I knew where God wants me to be, and I knew for some reason I was not getting there. I was not reaching like the financial goals I know God has placed for me. I was not reaching the, you know, potential, my business potential, the life potential I know is mine. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I know this is what God has showed me and what he has told me.
Yeah.
But I was fed up of continuing in the cycle and I was losing hope that it would even ever happen. You know what I mean? I was to that point where I had no other options. I was like, okay, I've tried several businesses. I've tried several ways of doing businesses. I've tried, you know, different kinds of options. Yeah. And I'm coming back to the same place. I'm coming back to the same spot. Yeah. I was tired of it. I was truly tired of it, and starting to like, not question God, but starting to wonder, what am I doing wrong? Like, you know what I mean? And I think we had that conversation about Martha and Mary, where I was like, you know, I feel like, I think it's the Martha. I feel like
Martha, that's just like running.
Yeah, I'm just working. But I'm like, should I just stop and sit at God's feet? You know what I mean? Or can you do both?
Yeah, I remember you were like what am I doing wrong? Because all my doing isn't producing results. And you know, there's something that you said that I really want to capture, that I want you guys to hear. You know, you mentioned, Dara, that you're doing okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone wants to just look, they'll be like, oh yeah, she's good. Like, you have your good job, you have your home, you've got the house, you know, you've got this, you're running businesses, you have clients, and it's like, oh, you're doing good. But I just love what you said. You said, I could see that my destiny is bigger than this. And I just want to speak to those of you guys who live in that space. And I call it a healthy discontentment, where you know, okay, it's good and I'm grateful, but there's more. And I know there's more. And I like, it's like you can feel God saying there's more in you to do. Like, sure, this could be good and enough for some people, you know, having the house, you know, chilling, having your job, and you live and you die and you're good and it's fine for some. But like, there's just some people that just know, for me, there's meant to be more. Yeah. And when you fight for that over and over and over again, and you feel like you're just hitting a wall over and over and over again, it pushes you to this place of like, what could I be doing wrong? And I remember, Dara, you know, we talked and you were like, yo, Toyin, like, I have prayed, you know, you know, when it's like, this is not an issue of prayer. I have prayed, I have fasted. I have done all the things.
I had cried. You know what I mean? When you're in church, like, with church, people like to keep it holy and keep it,
Yes.
safe.
Yes.
But at our church, sometimes they even talk about when you're crying alone at night.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be fake about it because most people have.
Most people.
Not you, but,
Listen,
but most
people have those moments. Guys, do you not understand? Like, I've cried alone at night. That's part of my wake up call. That's part of our process to say no. You know those moments where you're writing in your journal and you're like, it's not supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not supposed to still be here. Something needs to something needs to change. And I just love that realness, Dara, of like, everything looked fantastic from the outside. Hey, Betty. Hey, Sonia. Sonia just got started like yesterday.
Your life's about to go left. You're going to love it, girl. Welcome.
Wait, just watch it blow up. Right? And, so just that realness that you're sharing with us of like where you started, because I think a lot of times we like to, like you said, gloss over it and like, how was it? Well, it was a little bit difficult, but I'm blessed and highly favored. And it's like, no, I cried about this. Like the feeling of feeling stuck sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that's the word.
Yeah.
It's stuck. Like it felt like there was nowhere else to go. Like, what else can I do?
Yeah. And
I can't open another thing again.
Like I can't do another business on top of the businesses. So then one thing that I also wanted you to speak to is that place of decisiveness or indecisiveness that you had lived in prior to Money Mindset Shift.
Toyin, what are you trying to do to me, girl?
Because it was a real place. It was a real breakthrough. So I'm like, let's go there.
Okay, so for many people who know me, this is going to be a surprise to you, or maybe not, but I take so long to make a decision. Used to.
Mm-hmm.
My husband's like, He's like, he's wondering if I'm really going to go there. So yeah, I used to take so long to make decisions, and it's not that I don't know what decision I want to make.
Yes.
It was literally just that I think lack of confidence in what I thought my decision would be or what the outcome would be. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And it was something that with my husband, he got the most of it, because I'll be like, I want to do this, but I'm not sure if I should do this. Then he'll be like, okay, so do that. Then I'm like, but if I do that, why don't I do this? Because if I do that, what if that becomes this? And like, it was back and forth. And then I'll talk to him, then I'll talk to my sisters, and I'll be like, well, I'm thinking of that. But do this, and I'm like, should I do that or do this? And literally
guys, this was for real. Yeah, but with like every person. And then what I remember was back then it was for everything.
Yes.
So
like simple things.
Yeah. It would be like you're running, because you run a lot of businesses, and it'd be like, I want to post on Instagram, but I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh. Instagram is what's up? Instagram is the whole thing. I would write up my whole thing and be like, send it to the sister group.
We have a sisters group.
And be like, should I put this? And then this person would change it, and I'll be like, oh, okay. Oh, then they will ask me, did you post it? And I'm like, what's the time? I wasn't sure if the time.
I should put it at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. or 7:05.3 p.m.
And then I'll be like, 8 o'clock passed, so I can't
post anymore. Yes. Guys, so it was like, and one thing that I remember, and one of the reasons I was so excited when you were coming into Money Mindset Shift, was because it was slowing you down.
It was majorly slowing me down, because forget the Instagram part, you know what I mean? Because Instagram still is, I'm trying to love it, and it's loving back on me, okay? Mm-hmm. But like, it slows you down with the decision making, because things you should have done months ago, weeks ago, the same day, you end up
Yes.
not even doing them sometimes ever.
Yes, because the opportunities pass.
Yeah. Yeah. So like if you want, it's Canada Day today. So if you wanted to post something about Canada Day, or you wanted to launch something on Canada Day, and you make that and you're like, oh no, now Canada Day is done.
Yes. Guys, and so now this is where you were. And I was like, okay, sis, you ready. Let's do this thing. So you come into Money Mindset Shift. What were the top, and if you guys are watching this for the first time, I'm just going to let you know. I'm just going to pull you into our little journey, okay? So if you want to transform your life, if you want to transform your financial journey, one thing I will tell you, I don't care what anybody else tells you, okay? If you want to shift, it starts here. It does not start with your budget. It does not start with your business plan. It does not start with your strategy. It does not start with your bank and the account type and the plan. It starts right here. If you, Jen is so hilarious. Jen finished Money Mindset Shift. She's like, me, like as we were talking about the decision, like me in a slightly past life.
Yes, right? It's real.
It's a real thing for all the planners out here. Yeah. So if you don't start by shifting your mind, it doesn't matter what the strategy looks like. You're going to end up where you started. And so we start every single person on what is the roadblock that has been keeping you in this place of sabotaging yourself. Because that's what it is. It's sabotage. When you have a dream and you have something to build and you are stuck on the smallest decisions, it's just sabotage. You're sabotaging the vision. And so Dara, for you, what were the top 1 or 2 mindsets that you saw in yourself that was like, this is what's holding me back?
I have to try and remember, but like, I think one of the mindset for sure was fear of like failure.
Yep.
Fear of failure, because I kept thinking I was a huge, oh my God, like
okay guys, do you see? This happens every video. Every time we try to do these Facebook Lives, all you MMS graduates, all you Purpose the Master Key graduates, you get on here and you're like, who was I before? Oh, was I? I used to have fear of failure. I think that's what it was. It's so far gone. I mean, that's not me now.
Yeah, like, I literally had so much thought into what people would think.
Yes.
And not just what people would think of anything, what people would think of everything.
Yes.
Right? And it's a playback that our mind puts out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you think, if I do this, so it didn't look like fear of failure. It felt like it looked like if I do this, what if it doesn't work? You know, what if it works? It seems like it works for some, but it might not work for me because I'm not doing it the way they're doing it, or I'm not where they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The sabotage, I still like work on that now, because that self-sabotage, it's sad to know that you are actually putting yourself in such a position.
Yes.
Because sometimes, for example, I know that if I do this, I have this project or business or something to do. If I do it, it's going to take me to the next level.
Yes.
But many times the things you fear the most is the thing that's going to push you forward. So you end up not doing it so that you don't have to face it. And I remember you telling me, and then you said it in one of the Tuesday meetings, and you were like, then when you don't do it, it becomes the reality. And you're like, see,
I knew it wasn't going to happen. Guys, that's legit what so many people do. They'll have a belief that, for example, I'm stuck here. If you guys are watching this and you have the belief of my finances just don't change, you know, my life just hasn't been changing, the thing God's been calling me to do just hasn't been happening, and I'm just stuck. And then you get an opportunity to change it. And then you don't step into the opportunity just so you can now tell yourself and tell everybody else, guess what? I'm just stuck. And that's how we literally create that reality. And we like, and it's so sad because we subconsciously pat ourselves on the back like I was right, but it's like this painful rightness. Like it's like a rightness that is wrong. It's like I was right. Her daughter's like, hi, you want to do a Facebook Live without moi? I want to be all up in this.
Yeah, but you're so right. So one of those major things was that fear of failure, that fear of weirdness, fear of success.
Yeah.
And it was something that really held me back for so long. That it was a strong fear of what would people think.
Yes.
If I was to be very real, it's a strong fear of what would people think.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me, if I did this or if I did that.
Yeah.
So that was a big part of it. I can't even remember the rest. I feel like I need to have my paper out here to remember, because it was I had pages, okay?
Guys, she had like 20-page notes and then 20-page notes. And now she's here like, I mean, I'm great. I mean, it's just gone. And all I need to know is that it's just gone. And I guess let's just talk about the other side of the fear of failure. So it was specifically because one of the things you really talked about was that your brain used to be super stuck on what will they think?
Yeah.
What will people think if I succeed? What will people think if I fail? What will people think if I say I'm gonna do this thing? And will it work? Will it work? Like that, which is the fear of failure. How did it feel for you to get on the other side of people's opinions?
Oh my gosh. Listen, let me tell you how far on the other side I am right now, and how far I plan to be on the other side.
Come on now, better tell us.
Once again, it's back to Instagram, because Instagram is such a thing that affects
it was your trigger. Yes.
Yeah, it really is. I'm telling you, if you go on my Dara Yola page right now, there is 0 posts because I don't care.
There we go. Straight up.
I will post what I want to post when I want to post,
yes,
where I want to post, or anything. Because before I'll be like, oh, you know, what if I do this? What if I do that?
I have to post, but I don't want to post, but da-da-da-da. And it's like,
and it's something that affected more than that. It was like even friendships and things like that. You know, life happens. You know what I mean? So when you then think of, oh, if I do this, what would this person say? What would this person do? What would they say about me now? You know what I mean? And now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna post my life, whatever I want to post. Like sometimes it was so deep down that it's like, okay, should I post something even about my daughter or about me and my family having fun?
Yeah.
Or should I put something out there about anything? And I'm like, why am I so worried? Now, if I put it, I put it. If you like it, you'll like it.
If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Keep pressing that phone. You know what I mean? I don't mean to sound mean, but
it's true though. It's freedom.
It's freedom. It's peace of mind. It's becoming who you know you are. Like,
amen.
And I tell you, it's not something that, you know, disappears one day. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, even I think yesterday or today I was like, should I put this or should I do that? And I'm like, hold on, I'm gonna put whatever I put out there.
Guys, pause. Just wait 1 second. I want you guys to catch what she just said. Her brain, because this is not magic. This is not magic. This isn't like all of a sudden, woo, life, like you don't get any more struggles and there's no more temptation to go back to where you were. What she just said is this. Yesterday, old Dara tried to creep up. So the old pattern in her brain, the old neural pattern of what will they think, came back up. But when you've begun to train your brain on how to think and how you've decided you are gonna live, you literally are able to look at it and be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Like,
I'm gonna live my life.
Yeah. Like I literally was on WhatsApp and I was like, I post a lot on WhatsApp because at least it's private. And I was thinking to myself, I always comment on people's posts. Like I always message them back, oh my gosh, I love this and this and that. And I'm like, yesterday I was like, hold on, I'm the only one that's ever sending messages to people. How come no one sends messages to me? Then I was thinking, maybe I should stop sending messages to people. Today, if you know how many messages I've sent, because I'm like, I can't let anyone else change me because this is who I am. I love sending messages. I love seeing your cute baby and I love seeing your food and telling you where is mine. And I love seeing your posts. I love seeing all of them and be like, yo, oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Yeah.
It's like, where did you go? I love that conversation. It makes me happy.
Yes. Guys, Dara, you are so free. Hey, Jesus. Hallelujah. I just want to say this, y'all. This is my sister, and I know her from back then. And I'm just hearing this fresh, and I'm like, just hearing you talk about like maybe they're not responding in the same way, but this brings me joy. So I am going to be the loving, generous, giving, talking person that I am. And I'm going to post and I'm just going to live my life and just enjoy this. Nargis, hey Nargis, hey Zamal, hey Zamal. It's like you literally, this is freedom.
Yeah, it is.
It's freedom. I can just live. And there's something I want to say about what you just said, guys. If you are not able to live like this, you cannot be a millionaire. You can't have financial freedom, because if you care what people think, guess what? There's going to be many people, many, not one, not two, a few, they will gather together that do
they will
not
surely gather.
Hey, but because, okay, let me not start preaching. They will also scatter in Jesus' name.
Amen.
But there's gonna be people who are not happy about you winning. Whether you like it or you don't like it, there are gonna be people around you that cannot handle your shine. And if you are afraid of what they think, you will not shine. It's not a curse, it's a fact. There are gonna be people that will feel put off by how loud you are, how quiet you are, how much you post, how much you don't post, the business you're running, the field you're in, your sector, your face, your height, you're too tall, you're too short. There is always going to be people who have opinions about what you are called to do.
Yeah.
And the truth is, even if those people don't say anything to you, if you care about people, you are going to think about what people could potentially be saying about what you are doing.
Yeah. And because you'll think it's even a reality of what they're saying.
Yeah, and it's all in your brain. But that story in your brain literally holds you back from the fullness of what God's calling you to live. And I remember when I started my business and God was like, we're gonna be coaching people on money. And I was coming from a Christian, like I'm obviously a Christian, okay, please, thank you. But my version of Christianity before was the poorer you are, the holier you are, the more faith you have when you don't have money. And now God's telling me to tell people how to get out of financial slavery and how to be financially free and how to have no debt and how to set up their money story. This is the person, even me, I used to think that people who talked about money had to love money. So you can imagine all the stories in my head anytime I needed to do a Facebook Live and talk about money. I was like, what are my friends going to think about me? They're going to think I'm no longer Christian. They're going to think this. They're going to think that. All the thoughts are coming up. And it was like getting to that place where I needed money mindset shift, this same process, to get my subconscious okay with being where God wants me to be. Like, I would rather be with him than be accepted or than feel comfortable. Like, it's just this place of freedom where it's like, if they're gonna talk, let them talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what God's calling me to do.
Yeah.
And now when I think, sorry, one last thing and then you can go on this. But now when I think about the hundreds of lives of families that have been set free mentally, financially, in their purpose, in every area of their life, now when I look back on it, I'm like, can you imagine if I was too shy to talk about this? Dara, please go.
So true, because I think part of it is, for me, it stole my joy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It stole away the things that made me happy. You couldn't be happy about other stuff.
Yes.
Because you're about everything else.
Yeah.
So let it go.
Woo.
Join money mindset shift, because she had to let that go quick.
Let it go real quick. Okay. So now I want us to start to talk about the dream, because what ended up happening was you shifted. You know what? No. Here's a second mindset that you had talked about in the program that I want you to touch on, which was this place of like putting yourself out there, like stepping out and doing the stuff that you knew you wanted to do, like living your dream. What did you notice? What did you see happen when it came to actually beginning to take action and live your dream?
To me, dreaming was even like, it didn't seem real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't seem like it was attainable.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I see myself in many places. Okay. And when I was thinking about it, I used to think, in order to reach those points, I'm trying to put it properly, in order to reach that space, to make this dream a reality, the only way I've seen it being done or said is being way at the bottom. You know what I mean? Like, I keep talking, and this is something, like, I really love Steve Harvey. Like,
come on,
I'm a super fan. Okay. I really love Steve Harvey. And, you know, sometimes when I listen to him, like some of his motivational things, a lot of times they talk about Steve Harvey, sometimes Will Smith, a lot of, you know, Black, you know, successful people talk about being all the way at the bottom, being homeless, having to work really, really, really hard to get to their dream. Yeah. So I thought, unless, and remember, this would have been the ultimate sabotage that God
Listen to this, guys. Like, this was a real belief in her mind. Okay, go ahead and share this. This is so powerful. I didn't even know you were going to share this.
To me now. Yeah. So this would have been the ultimate sabotage, because I thought I had to be all the way down there to make it all the way up.
Going back, guys.
Yeah. I felt like, okay, if I'm at the point 0, there's another point less than 0 that I have to meet.
Go to, and then first.
So when I've reached there, I'm going to be then I'll find motivation, and I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to put in everything, and I'm going to finally make it to where I'm supposed to be.
So please pause again, please. Wait. Just wait. So you guys hear this, because you guys may hear this and you're like, oh no, I don't believe that. But the truth is, our subconscious believes what it chooses. And some of you may actually have this, something similar to this in your belief system. So Dara had a belief that things were so difficult, but in order for it to get better, it needed to get worse. So if everyone who's talking about finally becoming successful, if they were homeless, they had nothing, blah, 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 and it's like, okay, well, I have my own home, blah, blah, blah. I guess I have to get to this place of like fire, more pain, more loss before creating something. If you guys hear this, I want you to understand how dangerous that belief is. Because what that belief literally does is it creates the belief. Because it thinks the only way up is down. And I know that when we have a logical conversation right now about it, like anyone who's watching could be like, logically, like obviously that doesn't make sense. If you want to go up, you just work hard and you go up. But when your subconscious thinks, I have worked hard, because the reason your subconscious thought that, Dara, wasn't because you just wanted to think it. It was because you had worked so hard where you were and it wasn't working. So your mind was like, well, if I'm working as hard as I am and it's not getting me higher, then I guess what needs to happen, the only part of the picture that hasn't happened yet is homelessness, or is moving backward, or is getting to a place where there's no food. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's I have to get to that place before I make the decisions I need to make. And you just came to this place in Money Mindset Shift where you were like, X that.
Definitely X that. That God.
That.
Yeah,
I would just build.
No, I am coming to a place where I know I can live my dream now.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm sorry, y'all are gonna hear my daughter.
We've already been hearing your daughter. We cool. We good. We good.
But like, I've gotten to that place where I've tasted a bit of my dream, and I'm like,
it's now. So tell us about that, because guys, what I want you to start to understand is this. So she had that false belief. We dashed it away. We got rid of it. And then all of a sudden, like we always tell you guys, it's always all of a sudden you clear the roadblocks, and then all of a sudden her literal written down dreams from years ago started happening back to back to back in these last 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Like actual things. So why don't you tell us a couple of things that happened that were like legit, one day this will happen in my life.
Legit, one day I thought, I'm a wedding planner. And one thing I do is I learn. I love to learn. I've really learned not to envy. I've learned to learn.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And there are two differences. You can look at a person and be like, oh my gosh, I wish
my business was that. Yes.
Say, what are they doing that I'm not doing that I can, that would radically change what my business looks like?
Come on.
And when I started to do that, I joined with Money Mindset, mind you, because I was already seeing those things. I didn't know how to apply it.
Yes.
Because once again, I was thinking, if I do it, how can I do it? When will I do it?
Decisions. Yeah. Yes.
All decisions that you have to make. So one thing that I know as a wedding planner, if you're watching this, is doing a style shoot. I know a style shoot was something that for different planners, I had seen it transform not just their business, the kinds of clients that they acquire. And I didn't even remember, that for years I've been wanting to do this.
Yeah. And guys, let me just attest to that as her sister. Okay, like 4 years ago,
I thought it was just this year I realized
she thought
it.
The idea just came to her in MMS, y'all. But this woman would talk to the sisters group, because we had a sisters group, and from years back, like, I need to do a style shoot. I should do a style shoot. I want to do a style shoot, and she never did it for years, and then just forgot about the dream completely.
Yeah. I just kept talking about it.
Yeah.
I would ask people, I would just keep talking about it.
Yeah.
And during this season, COVID-19, I decided what a better time to do a style shoot than
Then
now.
when everybody is doing nothing.
Yeah.
when everything shut down, she was like, I want to do a style shoot and I'm not waiting till COVID is over.
Yeah. So as soon as they started letting standards, like, your gloves, your everything,
Masks,
and
all the things.
all those stuff. And I just started calling. I don't even know what, I don't even know when I started calling. I don't even know. I just said, I have to do this before COVID is over. Mind you, COVID is still going.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to do this in a week.
Yeah.
Style take 5 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was like calling people because one of my biggest fears, the last time I tried to do a style shoot, I called 1 or 2 people. I got 1 yes and maybe a no. And I said, I stopped. I even did a live about it. And this time, I just kept calling. And
Come
I just
on.
kept calling. Because during Money Mindset Shift, we had talked about the power of
asking. That's
asking.
right. Y'all know, everyone that said our training on the power of asking, they're like, and so I just asked for it.
So, and I didn't even realize that was what was working at that time. So during the hardest time in life for many, we decided to put together a style shoot, a fabulous style shoot that we're going to submit and things like that. And it was amazing. I didn't even, when I was telling my other sister that's with me now, it was like,
we all like passed through her house.
It was like, is it the same style shoot you were talking about? I'm like, are you saying the same thing too? I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's the same style shoot. And I was so excited to have it done because that was something I have thought about, dreamt about, and never did because of just the things that were blocking me, all the thoughts, all the things in my mind that would not let me reach that point.
Yes.
I realized how much fun it was. I would say 98% of the people I worked with were fellow Nigerian people.
Boop, boop.
And you know what I mean? And, in a time where sometimes you have to create your own table when no one else is calling you to do a shoot with them, you create what you got to do.
Create your opportunity.
You create your own table.
That's right.
We had to do that. And it was so amazing. The people it was so much fun. People were so happy. They were so grateful. They were like, thank you for doing this. And I was like, this is something that if they knew what it took to get here
Come on. And what I love about this, Dara, is after talking about it for years, the roadblocks left and you literally did it in a week.
Yeah.
Like it was like you got your location, your vendors, your pictures, your videographer, your models, your photos, your dress, your design, your decoration, everything together in a week.
1 week. And let me tell you, it's not that it wasn't stressful because I had even issues with models on the day of. We had to try 3 models. My model canceled the night, 10 p.m. the day before our shoot.
Yeah.
So I had to find someone that will fit in that dress before the time of the shoot.
Yeah.
And let me tell you that the process and the ease I had.
Come on.
You don't even understand. It was just like, okay, no problem.
Decisions. That's right.
I called. Oh, and I mean, this was in the morning. And one person came in and she tried on the dress. It didn't fit. And I'm like, great. Next person.
Let's go. Come on.
We went through 3 people that morning to find the right person to fit in the dress.
Come on.
And the ease that came with it, I wasn't stressed. I wasn't like, I love planning, but in that kind of situation, sometimes you might get a little anxious. But the mindset is just, and I remember Taryn talking about this.
Yeah.
And it's something I keep in my mind.
Yeah.
She's like, you're going to reach your goal.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of whether you're going to go through the heartache, go through it in pain,
or have fun.
Enjoy and still get to the same goal.
Yes.
I live those words almost every day. I teach people now. I'm like, listen, you can go through all the stress
Or you can just have fun and get it done anyhow. So that was one dream. Okay, that was like years, and the dream actually happened. Then we had the Wedlocks, the magazine. Please. So guys, just so you see how many dreams back, the roadblock cleared, and then boom, the door opens. Go.
The door opened so huge. So I'll tell you a backstory to this. And if he ever watches this, I'm going to tell him what happened too. So during the time when I was calling people for my first shoot, I had called someone and he was like, at this time it's COVID, maybe not now. But he's like, you know what? Maybe later on I'll do a wedlock shoot and maybe we could do that together. Mind you, as a planner, you want to be in wedlocks. Okay, this is one
so we don't know wedlocks, please. Okay, give us some backstory on wedlocks because I'm not a planner.
It's one of the most influential bridal magazines that comes out.
Got it.
I think they come out twice a year.
Okay,
and
got it.
It's a really big deal. Mind you, we don't know yet or anything like that. It's just the thought of it. I thought for me to be in wedlocks, I would have to wait years. I thought I would have to do 10,000 style shoots and become so perfect at it. That before I get there. So it's just even the opportunity, just those words.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Come on.
Just the fact that someone could think of me and say, I'm considering you as someone to partner with.
Yeah.
Was, to me, everything.
Yeah.
I did not think this would be attainable this year. I didn't think, by God's grace, y'all see me in it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I get what you mean because there's some dreams that we have. I remember one of our clients, she had mentioned the job she ended up getting when she worked with us through MMS in 3 weeks was a job that God had told her 7 years before. One day you will work here. And she had walked around the building just like, I'm just staking my ground, like putting my thing and my flag in the ground. One day, that was 7 years before, she comes into MMS. 3 weeks later, she's in the building, being paid more than she's ever been paid in her life.
Yeah.
So we understand what you're saying, girl. This is our language.
Let me tell you about that decision making and the roadblock I had to move to really get in there. When I looked on his Instagram page, I had saw that he had done a shoot with another planner. In my mind, I thought if he's done something with another planner, I don't want the other planner to think, why is she trying to do stuff with my person? I don't know what the relationship.
Do you see the way that thought process goes? Like, it's like that scarcity of like opportunity. Like if this person works with them, then I can't work with this. And how's that person going to feel if I work here and if I do this?
That was going to stop me from even calling him for my first shoot.
Yeah.
If I never made that call, I never would have even had that conversation. If I never had that conversation, he never would have even
thought of you.
And now we have such a fun, like as a business, we have such a fun, like, business relationship.
Yes.
That we're like, this is family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow.
Right? Like I can't ever forget him.
Yeah.
Or his sister.
Yeah. She's like legit. Like their family. Wow.
Right.
And what I love is y'all did the shoot.
We did the shoot.
Outside of your own style shoot, you now had the opportunity to actually run and organize an actual style shoot for this magazine.
Yeah. With the chance, hopefully, of being published.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing. And let me tell you the dream that came true in that. There's a hotel called King Edward's, Omni King Edward's Hotel in Toronto. That hotel is just You
You
know,
can tell the planner in her. She's like, that hotel, that hotel.
I had called before, and I'm like, I really want to do a shoot here. There's different logistics, there's different things, with businesses and stuff like that. So I knew in order to do this, I had to be like the top of top. If you have to go top, right? You know what I mean? Like, so I, and when we got together for this shoot, he was like, Dara, what location do you think will be best for this shoot? And I'm like, for this board, I think the Omni King Edwards Hotel. And he's like, that's exactly what I think too. And when I tell you, when they said yes to him, and when we went to see that space, and I entered the room that I have been looking at for years. I mean, I have been looking at this room that one day I am going to do something in this room. And, during Money Mindsets, there was someone, I can't remember who said it, that they said sometimes your package, your dream comes in a different package. I thought I had to like do a wedding in there. I thought I had to do like a whole thing. And when I stepped, I'm getting goosebumps right now. That's how much I had waited to the day that I will step in this room
and run something
in here.
Yeah.
Even just stepping in there.
And you weren't just going in there. And can you imagine, Dara, you weren't going in to visit an event.
No.
You were going in to plan, like to run your gifting. And what I love about this is like your gifting is just finally getting room to shine. Because the truth is, I'm not just saying this because I'm your sister. Like, you're legit at what you do in wedding planning and in planning events. Like, y'all, they do all of my events on purpose. Like, they turn any space into like glory. It's like I walk in and I'm just like, y'all are gonna do this. Here's the room. And even if it's like the whatever room, I walk in and I'm like, yeah, right? Like, you have the gifting, but for so long, your brain had been holding back your gift.
Yeah. And when you talk about the different things you do in Money Mindset Shift, for us, even when we were supposed to do something in that hotel, that was not the room that we were supposed to. But the favor of God with the person that we met, he said, you guys can have access to this room too. And I'm like, say what?
That's right. Guys, let me break that down. Because when your brain starts to receive the dream that God has ordained for you, it literally starts to work for you. So even when they call you and they say it's going to be in this room, they're like, actually, last minute change, why not over here? The same thing happens for so many people in so many ways, where it's like, oh, I went in for the interview, it was $15,000 more. And then the person tells me, I think you're better suited for this other job that's $22,000 more. Or I remember someone, oh my gosh, she was talking with a recruiter, and the recruiter was talking to her about a position, and it was like back and forth. And then the recruiter, so they had gone back and forth on that position. Then he comes to her and he's like, actually, there's another position. I don't know if you'd be okay with it. It's 80,000. Like, she didn't tell him how much more it was to what she was earning, but it was $80,000 more than what she was earning. It was more than double what she was currently earning. So just saying, guys, when your brain actually now gets in alignment with the calling, with the vision, with the dream, with the plan of what you want, and the roadblocks are gone, you literally start to create with God.
Yeah.
And you're like, life can look like this?
Listen, when I say I really truly thought it would take me years to enter that room, I mean, I literally thought it would take me years.
And you did it in weeks. And like, it was the whole thing is just, it's just God. It's just like, I had to have a lot of those roadblocks removed. I had to have, and even when working with him, he was like, okay,
I know you just did your first one. And he understood. He understood where I was. And he's like, I know this is going to be a big one for you. It's going to be, we had to do that in like a week and some days to pull it
and
off.
I love that, because that's what you prepared for, right? If you did your first style shoot and it took you 5 months to do it, you wouldn't know how to put something together at that scale in a week. But because you made the decision to pressure yourself and get it done in a week for yourself, now they could come to you and be like, yo, we need you to get it done and we need you to do it in a week and a half. And you're like, cool, we got that.
I can do it.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to, I honestly just want to celebrate this, because guys, I say this all the time. I say it all the time, and I need you guys to understand me. If you want to share, I love what Jen said. Jen's like, I'm Googling about Dara's business, style shoots, fancy hotel, just to find it. So I think it's like super secret, and they're going to like release it after some time. This is like fresh off the pot, like freshly done.
Yeah,
like
so
a
they
month
have
or
to
something.
choose who they put out there. So we're just praying we're one of those people. So,
So, but what I just love that you did it. You're doing it. You're actually finally living your dream. And like, you're my big sis. And guys, I love this, because one of the biggest joys that I have, and if you guys are watching this is the joy when you shift. Your whole family begins to shift with you. Your circle begins to shift with you.
That's right.
It's like when you literally get in a space of, oh, I'm going to do everything God is calling me to do. You don't have to be the coach. Like, yes, in this situation, I'm the actual coach, right? But how many of our clients where they shift and their spouse starts to shift, their kids start to shift, their parents start to shift, their siblings start to shift, because finally they have a reference for what is possible.
Can I just tell you something about that? To me, that is one of the biggest whys that I have. Because I feel like I need my daughter to be able to see success so close.
Yes.
That is one of my biggest whys, because so many times I interact with a lot of youth, and many times I see how, the decisions even to make for what careers to go into and things like that. A lot of times, I'm going to say, as Black youth, as Black people, I know it might not be everything to everyone, but it is real. Sometimes it is hard to believe that you can actually reach a certain type of success, because it is so far.
You just don't see it around you. Yes.
Most of the time on TV.
Yeah.
You only see it on TV. So it's like, so let me just do this, because, if I really wanted to do music, there's no musicians that make money. Even like, you know what I mean? Like, if I really do this, but it's like, I want,
it's like settling.
Yeah. I want it to be so close that they can see I can do it.
Yes.
I can do it. I can become successful. I can be a successful Christian.
Yes.
I can be a girl, a successful boy, a successful man.
Come on.
Like, I didn't have to do it the way it's always been done.
Yes. And you're living it. And it's beautiful, because you've always had that passion. Like, she mentors so many youth for so many years. And what I love is you've always had the passion, and now you get to live it.
Yeah.
It's one thing to talk about it and want it and want to be that example. It's another thing to be like, yeah, we got in the King Edward's Omni Hotel. Watch you know about that. Like, come on up. You can do it too. Like, come on up. You can do it too. Yes.
Tell them, because now I know dreams really, truly do come true. So yes, I can be like, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do this.
Come on.
So it's easier easier to say it.
Yes, and it's easier when you're living it. Like you become your message. You're able to say, "I've done that," and that's the power of this message. That's why, guys, it works, because I've lived this. I've walked it out, so nobody can come and tell me. Someone this morning watched the videos and was like, "This has to be a hoax." And I called her. I said, if what did I say? I said, if you think it's a hoax, share the story. Let people come and find us, and they will see for themselves whether or not it's a hoax.
It's true, because I remember my first Tuesday meeting.
Yeah.
When I heard the income people were making in a week, I sat down and I'm like, where am I?
What room am I in? Hold on.
Like, when you hear people say they made I don't know if I can say this, but
you can say a number. Who cares?
Yeah, it's a number. So when I came in that day,
first training,
Tuesday, let me tell you, Tuesdays were not a day to mess with me. I blocked that out from anything that was up. I'm like, listen,
Tuesday nights, MMS.
I don't book anything else on that day. Listen, she had made, I think, $68,000 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. In a weekend. That's right. She just joined MMS. Her business, what she had said when she came to us, money was flying out the window. COVID had just triggered her industry, shut down. There's nothing happening. She had 1 week and she was like, I need to pivot. Okay, MMS, let's get this thing cleared out. The next week, she comes in and she's like, so I just made $68,000 in 48 hours.
Listen, this is me coming in. And I'm like, what's good? And the next week, someone else had made $100,000, and I'm like,
what was it? It was in her first 4 weeks of coming into MMS. She had made $100,000.
And I'm like, okay, you're in a whole different circle.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about MMS. Even though everyone is going at different times, I feel like the point at which you come in is the point you need to be there.
Yes.
Right? Like, that is the point you need to be there, because so many people pass through it.
Yes.
You know, and the people you pass through together with
make
it's like an impact on you as well.
And I love it because it's like you get to see everyone's stage, right? Like there's some people where it's like, I'm celebrating that this month I saved $300 and I'm not paying for this and this and this and this.
Even bigger than that, Toyin, I can't forget one. I'm sorry I'm cutting you off, my girl.
Go ahead. It's okay. She's like, I only have this time. You do many Facebook Lives. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
I remember, like, close to when I was leaving, there was one of the ladies there and I saw the shift.
Yeah.
Like, from the way the person spoke the first few weeks.
Yes.
And then they had done one of the modules.
Yeah, module 2. Y'all know the module she did. Module 2.
She had done module 2, and what was coming from her mouth, I'm like, I don't even think she knows who she was last week. She was a whole, like, the way you speak, the way you come out, you begin to know who you are.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's more than money.
It's bigger than money.
Bigger than money. It's bigger than anything else. It's the confidence that you're able to build for yourself.
Yeah.
It's the strength. It's the ability to know that things are possible.
Yes.
It's the ability to know that you can, like, at first I used to think, can I really not single-handedly, but can I make so much of an impact on my family that I can take us out of that? Like, like, you know, can I be the person that, you know,
changes our story
with my husband, like, and, you know, put him together with, like, sometimes I'll tell him little bits and things and he notices stuff that's changing too. So he's like, oh, I noticed this and I noticed that, and he's like, but, you know, the good thing about having support like that is that if he wouldn't even let me have my Tuesday nights, I wouldn't even be here today. So
Man.
so it's the shift that it does for your family.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
Come
I
on.
I kept on thinking like, and we don't owe that much, but we owe enough for me it to bother us.
Yeah.
Um, and I used to think, I looked at it like, before joining MMS, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna take us 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
And that is a big goal for us, because I know that does not bother some people.
Mm-hmm.
It bothers us.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what my dad and mom has instilled in us.
Yeah.
No debt.
Yeah. You don't need that. Like they had us go through school without any, like we were literally not allowed to take the loans.
Yeah.
They were
no
like,
loan.
no, you go work or you go
need.
get your scholarships or you go find some way to do it, to get it done.
Exactly. So knowing that, we've accumulated.
And then we still went and built debts anyway. Like I still came out of school with $23,000 worth of debt. It's so silly.
All of that.
Yes.
After wedding, everything, I think it was just like, it just happened.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You don't even need to tell us where it came from. It just came.
Yeah, it came. And, I realized after money mindset shift, like not even after, during, close to the end, that if I really put work where I know I have been told or, explained, because Toyin and her team really guide you through what are the areas that you really need to put your efforts in? What are the areas that you really need to work on? What are the blocks that you really need to watch out for?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, if I do this the way they've told me to, and I really pulled through, we can do this by the end of this year.
Yep.
Regardless of the amount.
Yep.
Regardless of the amount, we can do this by the end of this year.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to take 2 to 3 years.
Exactly. And I just love that awareness. So, Dara, what would you say to someone who is watching this and is where you were 8 weeks ago, feeling literally like it's impossible? Like I give up. I don't know what else to try. I've tried everything. Like it can only get worse. What would you say to that person right now?
Make the call. I would say make the call, because listen, hope is a very short 4-letter word, but it's a big, huge deal in a person's life.
Yeah.
I was at a point where I had truly lost hope. I thought this was it. I had gotten to the point where I thought, it's okay, Dara. You can work your 9 to 5. You can stay in your house. And if you just agree to stay there, life will be good. Like if I didn't spend extra money on all my other businesses and investments and things, like we would be flying really, really beautifully well. Thank God for a good husband. But like, but I was at that point where I had truly, and I mean truly lost hope.
Yeah.
And I was at a point where I thought I either stay here or I change now. I do something else.
Yeah.
And it was one call. It's sometimes just one call.
Yeah.
That literally has changed. I cannot go back.
Yeah. You're different.
I was like, you know what I mean? I cannot go back.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just one call. It's just one call you have to make and speak to someone, and they tell you when you're talking to you and you're pretty much seeing the blocks and you're telling someone, so this is what I'm seeing happening, and things like that, and you're like, yes, this is my life.
Yeah.
Yes, this is and it's just so amazing.
Yeah.
Because 8 weeks
8 weeks
8 weeks has changed my life.
Yeah. Come on. And guys, I just want to say that if you're watching this and you have tried, you have worked hard, you have hustled, you have done all the things everyone tells you to do to change financially and you have seen that nothing has shifted, I want to invite you to book a call with us right now. Okay, if you want to shift financially, I'm inviting you to book a call at toyindata.com/finance. And if you're watching this and you're like, you know what, there's something Dara talked about that for me, it's bigger than the money. Like it's not about the money at all. Like I have more than enough financially, but I just see myself stuck. I am not living out the dream or the calling of God on my life. Then book a call at toyindata.com/purpose. I really want you guys to hear this. Your life will only change when you decide it's time to change it. And something Dara said in the beginning of this call was, it was a moment where you were sick and tired of being 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 sick and tired. Like when you I just don't want to live here anymore. And for some of you, you don't even want to wait till you're there. Like we had someone just get started yesterday and she was like, things are going better now than they ever have. But I know I used to sabotage myself. No, I know I sabotage myself. And so what I want to do right now is I want to come into Money Mindset Shift and I want to shift so that I don't sabotage this momentum that 2020 is giving to me right now. And so if you're watching this and maybe you're at that stage of like, I just don't want to sabotage myself when I think about everything that God is calling me to do, or you're in a place of I literally just don't even think anything can work anymore, book a call with us. toyindata.com/finance if it is focused on the shifting financially, and if you are focused on removing that sabotage in every other area of your life, toyindata.com/purpose. We love you guys. Dara, thank you for trusting me as your sis to come in with our team and just help you transform in this way. And thank you for coming on and being so transparent and sharing your journey and inspiring so many people. We love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow night. So put it in your calendar. All right.